And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Burns, it's Chris Lynch, it's Matt Marsh.
Yeah.
This is Dysfunction Junction.
That was good.
And we're going to start all over again.
No, we
Fuck
aren't.
it. Oh, boy. Pet Peeves. This is Matt Marsh's show
Fuck it,
tonight.
we'll do it
We're going
live.
to have some fucking fun. Welcome, you rotten twat waffle bitches, to Dysfunction Junction.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Chris Burns.
Fuck
With
yeah.
me, as always, Chris Lynch.
Why am I
All
getting
of
a
a
thumbs
sudden-
down already?
Why do
Junior.
people dislike Marsh so much?
I don't know.
gotta
Maybe
be-
it's
Gotta be a
maybe-
female.
what's your phone on?
It's on a stack of Xbox One games.
That would be a
All
vagina.
right, I was just gonna say, like, I got a lot of headroom above you. Like, I got a lot of just lot. I'm looking up your nose. That's what it is.
You are?
All right.
Well, yeah,
Because I'm looking straight on. Am I?
Well, yeah, kind of, but you have to remember
There
that
you go.
We're no matter the
Is that better?
there it is. Yes.
Yeah, I gotta raise this up. All right, give me un momento, poor
All right. Well,
that.
that's Matt Marsh.
Camera
Proof
angle.
extraordinaire.
Any camera angle below your eyes is horrible. It looks up.
You know
your
what
nose.
grinds my gears?
I'm not
I can't
answering
even
that.
fucking finish.
No,
I
I
can't
don't,
even
but you're
fucking
gonna
finish
do
the
it.
cold open.
Well, it's kind of a lukewarm open
Look-
today. You know what I mean? It's not really cold.
Look what my name is. I'm a gear grinder.
A gear go. Oh, there you go. All right. You know what? I didn't
Yeah,
even
see,
think
I
to
told
put
you.
something silly in, but
All right.
You
Is that
want
better?
some tomato and some provolone cheese?
Is that better? Herm?
Nice. A little better. Excellent. Perfect. Love it.
Okay, cool.
You're
Because I
beautiful.
trim my
Yeah,
nails.
yeah.
Nice.
see,
Nobody's
it's the
giving you a
shit,
thumbs down?
it's the shit
No
you
thumbs
thought
down.
you'd never see right here live in front of your face. And stop giving Marsh the thumbs down. That's pissing me off lately. Marsh has done nothing wrong. He's not
Oh,
saying,
yeah,
we
he's
haven't
done a
even
lot
gotten we haven't gotten 4 minutes into the show. He hasn't said controversial shit and you're giving him thumbs down. How about this? If Marsh pisses you off so bad, junctiondysfunctionshow@gmail.com. Send us a little message as to why you give him the thumbs down every fucking time
Just
he
send
joins the
comments.
stream.
I'm a pretty repentant dude for whatever I did 20, 30, 40 years ago.
I bet it's some chick
Usually.
you turned lesbian and she's lamenting the fact that she's not getting D anymore. She's only getting the V, and you did that. You.
There's got to be ones that are happy about it, though.
Maybe. You ever met a happy lesbian? I haven't met many.
No, that's a great point.
Thank you.
Angry,
I haven't.
Sure.
I haven't.
They all have voices
They're all
deeper than
very
mine,
unhappy.
and they own their own construction business.
And wrestle alligators.
There you go. Or wrestle professionally in some cases. I'd love to
Yeah,
see
baby.
a female alligator wrestler. That'd be awesome.
That would be something to see.
All right. Well, this is Matt Marsh's show tonight. This is his idea. This is his topic, and we're going to let him tell you what we're doing tonight.
Okay. Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah, that's good.
Tonight we're going to talk about pet peeves, words that irritate us, and phrases that we can't stand. And we've all
right.
made
Strategy.
For
lists.
500, Alex.
All right.
We've all made a list. Herm's probably got his list in his head.
Same
Yeah, I
here.
got a
Uh,
list. I'm just gonna roll off shit.
Yeah, he's freewheeling as usual, and that's fine. And I wrote some ideas down because my short-term memory does not exist. So
See, the thing is, it does not exist.
the thing is,
That's cool, baby, but I got to
so,
go.
we're gonna give it a start off here with pet peeves in no particular order, and we will start. Let's see, we'll go clockwise because it's easier for me to keep track that way, and we will start to my immediate. With this on the screen, my immediate left with Mr. Lynch. Yes, that's you.
All right. So I'm not a patient person. Anybody who knows me very well
Really?
knows that.
No.
And when I go to the grocery store, I'm there for
Uh,
one thing.
Here we go.
Groceries. It's nice that you ran into Joni from high school and you're having a little fucking conversation catching up on the last 40 years. But can you do it in the back of the fucking store where you're not in my goddamn way and take up the entire middle aisle of the store? And when I excuse me, you look at me like I'm the asshole. Fuck you, get out of my way.
You are the asshole.
This is clearly going to be the Gran Torino version of the list.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I got kicked out of Big Y for the same reason.
I'm old. I'm tired. Get off my lawn.
I get it, man. Well, and another thing, pet peeve. I'm just going to get it out there. It's okay to bring your kids grocery shopping. It's okay to bring your kids anywhere. Make sure they at least understand that there's a basic, fundamental expectation of how to act like a fucking human out in public. And when little Johnny keeps knocking shit off the shelf, and I keep picking it up and putting it back on the shelf and say, "Knock it off," and when I snap and say, "Put your fucking animal on a leash," don't be surprised.
Amen.
This isn't your living room. That's the other thing. They're just lounging. They're taking up space. This isn't your house.
It's not yours either.
That's it.
Don't be an asshole, Harm.
Just saying it's not yours.
No, I'm not asking you anything. I'm not asking anything.
Look, I'm going to the Sinbad routine, okay? Women bitch and moan because I got my motherfucking laundry over it, all right? Pick it up. Bitch, if it bothers you, pick it up. Or learn how to step the fuck over it. Either, if you feel you need to pick it up that bad, pick it up. But that's your need to feel the need to pick it up. Otherwise, I didn't knock that shit off. That's some other nigga kid.
No, I got you on that one. I'm with you, Lynch. I got kicked out of Big Y one day, not like, banned for life or anything, because two old people were in the middle of the aisle, front to front. How's Billy? Billy's fine. He's playing soccer. How's Marjorie? Marjorie's fine. She's in the bin. I'm coming. I got my buggy and whatever. They're not moving. No matter how many excuse me's or may I get through or hey, fuckwad. Eventually it took hey, fuckwad, and I plowed between them. That was probably my downfall, was choosing violence with a cart. I didn't hit either of them. I hit the carts and split them. That's what I said. The manager seemed to have an issue because it didn't stop there. One of the people, and I guess let's just throw this one on the pile. The express checkout says 15 items or less. It does not say put your entire week's worth of shit onto this belt and make me wait. Now, here's what got me. It was one of the old people that were standing in the middle of the aisle talking, and he's putting a whole week's worth of things down the quick checkout. After about 20, I started counting loudly, very loudly, like prick loud. And the manager, the girl hit the little button, and the guy comes over and he says, "Sir, you can't do that." I'm like, "What? I can't count?" "Well, no, you can't count and tell people they can't have this many in the." And I looked over.
The sign tells them that.
Exactly. And I says, "Well, then take down the sign." "Well, it's a suggestion." I'm like, "Okay." I suggest you be a better fucking manager and take the sign down and stop having people like me who have 7 things have to wait for, I have a month's worth of groceries and I got to use my food stamps, my ABT card's not working right, and yada, yada, fucking yada. And that's when they asked me to leave. And I didn't buy anything. I left everything behind. And I did mention to them that if Al-Qaeda ever came back to the United States, I hope they come to Big Y in Norwich, Connecticut.
Oh,
well, they are overpriced.
It was not a good day that day. But the grocery store, you get all kinds in there, man. I cannot agree with you more, Lynch.
All right, that was me. Any retail store, have some spatial awareness.
I thought it was interesting that you used buggy and cart in the same conversation.
Yeah, I say it happens. I've been up here so long that it's become both.
Well, you were in Florida for a bit.
And South Carolina.
I call
Indiana. Wagons?
Yeah, we call them wagons.
Right.
You're going to clear the wagons from the lot. When I worked in grocery from 13 to 23. I mean, or 14 to 23. You got to go shag the lot and bring in the wagons. Shag the lot? Yeah, shag the lot. Get all the carts together. I'm like, okay.
Did you guys have contests? Did you guys have contests to see who could, before they had those electronic bullshit ones, who could push the most in connected?
Yes. I don't remember what the number was.
The
but
guys
it
at Caldor.
It wasn't much because it makes those fuckers are heavy.
Yeah, they are. The guys at Caldor, the young guys who would
Caldor. I
work
got good memories.
departments, we'd send them out to get the buggies, and they'd come back and be like, dude, I got up to 23. Yeah. 23. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of wagons.
That's a lot. That's a lot of plastic.
Is that your buggy? And they
It's a
were
lot of
plastic,
plastic.
come to think of it, at Caldor. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is it Herm's turn?
Oh, my wife is screaming bloody murder downstairs.
It's Herm.
Is she being murdered?
Something interesting must be going on. Dogs might be.
Oh,
Not yet.
she realized she was married to you.
All right, go ahead, Herm.
Let's see. All right, so the word I hate is not even really a word. It's a amalgamation of two French combined consonant sounds.
By consonants.
But the word is zhuzh.
What in the
Zhuzh.
fuck is zhuzh?
That was big. With
You've
the
never
people
heard that?
in the-
I didn't say I've never heard it.
No,
said
You gotta
I'm talking to
shoot
Burns.
there.
He's asking
Oh,
me.
Yeah,
You never heard of that, Burns?
like
No.
the ladies and the girls, like all right, like I'm gonna buy it. It needs a little love. I'm gonna buff it up. That's kind of where it goes. Like I'm gonna polish it. I'm gonna add a little sparkle. I'm gonna make it.
I'm gonna zhuzh it up a little bit.
pop.
Yeah.
But like zhuzh. I just can't stand the fucking word. I can't stand it. It's not even a word. It's.
I can. That's perfect. It's not a word. Stop making shit up.
Anybody
doing good.
noticing a freeze up
Say.
with me?
No, you're good.
No,
Okay.
you're good. You're moving. You're a little grainy.
No, Herm kept coming to a halt. All right.
No, each independent internet connection is how we're going to see. Usually on this platform is how we see each other. So you guys blink out, but I can still hear you sometimes, and then
Gotcha,
your video comes right back.
Okay.
What you need to do is
Burns?
Yeah, well, hold on. Before we go any further, what you need to do, Matt, is you're going to have to either get a new device or, zhuzh this one up, because we're having real issues right now with you. Zhuzh, what the
I
fuck?
got your zhuzh here for you, buddy.
I made that sound earlier. I was having a little bit of bowel issues, and it sounded like a zhuzh.
Yeah, it sounded like a yes, a little zhuzh.
I thought that's the sound that the pole thing makes on the lawnmower. Zhuzh, zhuzh, and then it starts up. It rolls. You go.
That sounds more masculine. I'm the one I'm thinking of is, like I said, the late '90s, early 2000s. I started hearing zhuzh being used as a verb.
Well,
I got to zhuzh up my hair a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
I got to zhuzh up my sack hair.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Is it parted in the middle?
Yeah, but
Fall on Alex.
It's got a Hitler stash.
Oh dear
My
God!
penis has a Hitler stash.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm done.
still
Take a
time.
pill.
I'm gonna go with a word before I get to some of the good stuff. Can we stop calling people Karens? That is the dumbest phrase ever in the history of ever. It is technically a racial slur against bitchy white women. How about we be adults and just call them cunts like the rest of us, or bitches, or whatever? Because
I like
hey, look,
Karen.
much like you're allowed to, and that's fine. I knew somebody would go off the rails, and it would be you, but. I know people named Karen, and they're some of the nicest people on earth. They do not possess this Karenism.
Did you know them as a child, or ever, or because I'm pretty sure they're not children. They just come out 39 years old. I'm pretty sure. Like,
with the swoop haircut.
Yeah. With the let me talk to the manager haircut.
I was gonna say on there they got the haircut.
I'm pretty sure, like, they were never children, dude. Like, they just were. They spawn like a fucking video game. 39 years old, and their first mission is to speak to a manager. I'm just saying.
I mean,
wearing yoga pants, wearing
and you're clipping out really bad, dude. Is that on me or just?
No, I'm seeing it too. He's freezing up. Like
has a Starbucks bill in the big.
That would be because of his signal.
Okay, we got you.
All right.
I because you dropped out a minute there. You got the yoga pants. You got the Starbucks
Yeah,
Stanley
my back.
Cup. Yeah, you're back. What is the cutesy little saying on their T-shirt? Because they all have the cutesy little saying on their T-shirt as if it's to be like be kind, which they're never kind.
Boss bitch.
Okay, there you go. Some of those like beautiful badass or some bullshit like that. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're just a cunt. Get yourself a shirt that says righteous cunt, and you'll be fine.
Speaking of T-shirts, 97X, bam!
The future of rock and roll.
Future of rock and roll.
I thought that was WRX.
That aged well.
What?
Yeah.
97X, bam.
Bam! The future of
rock and roll.
I sent the picture of this T-shirt to my kid, and she sent back. She goes, "I want one." I'm like, "All right."
What is it from?
T Public.
Rain Man.
Who?
This Rain Man, the movie Rain Man.
Oh,
They're driving. They're driving through Cincinnati, and the radio, the bumper plays, and there's Raymond just 97X. Bam! The future of rock and roll. And he says it like 19 times. Like, all right, change your station, Ray. 97X.
Yeah. And in a shocking twist, I've never seen that film.
Oh, motherfucker!
Great movie. Great movie.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
No Gold LeMay, of course, but excellent movie.
Well,
you know.
I'm open to Purple LeMay and.
I don't want to hear about LeMay anymore. All right, Marsh.
It's no Megaforce.
Well,
yeah,
let's see.
What is?
But sure, what the hell is? I mean, Delta Force with Chuck Norris a close second. I don't know.
Good Christ.
Ugh. Do love Chuck Norris. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pull this one out, and it's not even worth mentioning. It's so freaking prevalent. The use of the word literally in almost every statement, especially when it's most likely something that's meant figuratively.
Amen to that. I love.
They need
that
to look
shit.
up the definition of the word first.
Yeah.
I literally was gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, you weren't.
Can I help?
Just and I don't think it's going away. I mean, some of these things, have a shelf life and they kind of just peter out. But I'm seeing
When that cat ran out of the room and scared me, I literally nearly died. No, you
I
didn't.
literally
You didn't even come
died.
close to
Yeah.
death. Yeah. You didn't come close to death.
Unless you're 80 years old and you physically got scared into a heart attack, then yeah.
Exactly. Literally.
Literally.
I got a friend that will put that in most every sentence, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
do realize
yeah.
you haven't used that word correctly.
No.
You literally said you were going to call it this time. No, what I said was I'll call you around that time because I never know if I'm going to get busy or whatnot. Usually I'm calling from work. No, you literally said, no, I mean, I'm looking dead at your gimmick right here. And it says, no, I'll try to give you a call between 9 and 10. I didn't literally tell you at 9:33 and 12 seconds your phone was going to fucking ring. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody says I literally shit my pants, then I better smell it.
Yeah, right? Pics or it didn't happen.
Exactly.
I don't even care if it's like the little turtle head you experience when you're trying to get to the toilet and your butt's not cooperating, and you got just that one circle where the thing went and then went back in.
Okay. Give me some brown.
There you go. It's German chocolate. It's the deepest brown there is.
The darkest brown that's German chocolate. Mr. Lynch, you are up.
German chocolate is
what is wrong
actually a
with you
milk
people?
chocolate.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the
Milk
color
chocolate was
on a
invented
suit.
here. Isn't milk chocolate basically like a shit chocolate?
They add sugar to it.
No,
As
it's,
far as
don't
quality
fucking know.
goes.
Here we go.
no,
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back. For the next half hour, you're going to learn about chocolate.
no. It just has a different ratio of cocoa to butter fat.
I think what I mean is I just it seemed like in the chocolate community it's not really taken seriously.
You
as a
might be
chocolate.
thinking worldwide as far as Hershey is concerned,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
but yeah, no, like milk chocolate, like no, I can.
The preconception is that all milk chocolate is like Hershey's,
Yeah, exactly. It's all American shit, right?
and it's not. It's not true. The milk chocolate
Hershey's
outside
is
of
actually
Hershey's
a
is
very
pretty damn
good
good.
chocolate.
My wife brings.
It's their process that gives it a very.
I just don't like it.
That the rest of the world will say tastes like vomit, but we're American and we don't give a fuck, and
I
that's
just
what
thought
we
it was
make
like a more
here.
economical way to have chocolate, which is why people look down at it.
Well, if you think about it, the amount of cacao they put in the milk chocolate is significantly less than they would if they'd made a 97% cacao chocolate. So ingredient-wise, they are saving a ton of money.
Nobody.
They add a lot of butter fat.
Nobody can eat a 97% cacao chocolate. If I gave you 70% right now, you'd be like,
Because it's so dry.
I have 70%.
it's yeah.
I have
it's-
70% in my
fucking
fridge.
Dark and bitter as fuck. There's sugar in it. Yup. It's not exactly the most palatable fucking chocolate on the planet. That's why lighter chocolates exist. 65s, 70s, the 25s, 30s. They're creamy.
Can I-
They're not as
I have
hard.
70
I love dark chocolate flavor, but unfortunately, their meltability is for shit.
Okay, as
I'd
far
like-
as like,
I
the
have some
cooking
dis-
ingredient or baking ingredient, I should say. I don't want to be.
Right,
I'd like
if
to
you're
Right,
change
I have
my answer.
70%.
But then you're gonna use 70% in your baking, right? But like that's what I used when I made that cake. But then I added eggs and sugar and some other shit, and you stretched it out. So technically, your 70% isn't 70% chocolate. The whole cake used 70%. Now the whole cake is maybe 50% total by volume, and you've added sugar and it's melted out and it's lovely. But chocolate that heavy is usually used for cooking and it gets stretched. You can melt it,
Okay.
but like bittersweet is normally about 60%, and that's about the most that most people will enjoy. But for anything more than that, you want a higher content of cacao so that when you stretch it throughout your dish has chocolate flavor. And then you get into the difference between natural cocoa and Dutch processed cocoa, which is two completely different cocoa tastes and eats.
I'm changing my answer.
Yeah.
I really hate it when we go off the rails.
But that's
And
what we do.
We
here.
can't stick to the topic at hand, and then we get to rush at the end. We're like, shit, I still got 7 more. We got 12 seconds left.
Nah,
But we had an in-depth docudrama on chocolate.
that's right.
Right. I tuned in for pet
Hey,
peeves. They kept talking about cacao.
Listen,
Yeah,
we
what
can
was
be
Lynch's again?
educational
I got lost in
as
chocolate.
well as entertaining. Yeah. It's my turn.
It is your
Oh,
turn.
you didn't go yet. Okay.
Cacao.
And I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to being in public. When I go to the movie theater, I want to experience the movie. If I want to experience sitting in a room with an asshole on their phone, I'll do it at home. Get off your fucking phone, shut up, and watch the fucking movie. Or if you've seen it before, keep the fucking plot points to yourself. This is not your living room.
Ooh,
You're out
here
in
comes the
public.
good part.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Shut the fuck up. It's what's funny is over the course of the last year and a half, my wife having been working from home since then, when she goes out in public now, she is like a totally different Megan. It's like I want to murder all of you. She's like this is why I don't people anymore.
I can sympathize and agree with all of that.
You don't
And-
you don't see You don't see the privilege.
Good.
I'm back.
Did he freeze again?
I'm back. You don't see the You don't see the privilege that everybody's throwing around. Like I'm the best thing in the fucking world. Get out of my way. Yeah.
We're an
It's funny.
increasingly inconsiderate society.
Agreed.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I've seen that. I've
it's
seen
all
that.
about, It's all about me.
It's specific to this country. I was watching a lot of documentaries and things on Japan and just daily life stuff. And I mean, they talk about how just the culture in general just tries to be.
Fuck Japan. They better
You love
keep their
Japan.
shit straight. We'll fucking
You
make
fucking
the
love
sunrise
Japan.
over there again.
You rave about freaking Japan.
I will piggyback your point
We'll make it
about the
play with
movie.
Another rising motherfucking sun.
I will. We'll give them more white eyes like we did in the 40s. You know, another place that pisses me off, Lynch, is at a concert. You want your phone out. You want to get the beginning of the show.
Yes,
your
the phone constantly up.
Oh yeah, if your favorite song, if you hear, hey, we're gonna play, I don't know, just because we went and saw Mudvayne and POD together, you and I, and hey, we're gonna play Youth of a Nation. So you get your phone out, you get your 3 minutes and 45 seconds, you get the fuck out. This is their moment, and in one more person that this is my experience. Yeah, you and 25,000 other people, while you're standing backward with your phone up, taking a picture of whoever's on stage behind you. Big fucking deal. I understand it. You're capturing the moment, but fuck, pay attention. These musicians are entertaining you. You paid the ticket. Enjoy the fucking show.
Interesting to me about that, and I've been to a handful of shows in the last year, is the amount of people who it's not just the photos, they're taking video, like prolonged video of this, like they're photojournalistic. It's like you paid a lot of money to come and watch this show, and in most cases you're not going to watch these videos. Nobody wants to see these videos that you're going to show them to. Why don't you just enjoy the moment that you're in?
Yeah, I can go back to the Kiss show in 2022. I took a handful of videos, moments from the show, and then you put your phone away. My favorite one, and Billy just reminded me this the other day, it was the hot girl next to us who, if you've never seen Kiss, it's the dumbest part of the show. It really is. Where Paul Stanley says, "Do you want me to come out there and sing to you, Hartford?" Everybody goes, "Yeah, okay, say my name." And she's screaming, and everybody's screaming his name. And he's got this platform in the middle of the concert hall that he flies out on a zip line. He does a couple songs out there. Like, this girl, the way she was screaming was like as if Paul was saying, "Mandy, do you want me to come out there and sing to you tonight?" Ah! And I took a video of her, and Billy's laughing his ass off. That's the moment. That's just that moment in time. You can describe it. It's all good, but then the phone went away, and I watched the show.
I want to fill my brain up with life experiences, not freaking, I just...
Well, and the other part of me is like, you know what? Let them waste their fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm at least trying to have a good time and experience and live in the moment. You're just a distraction.
You know what? I like your question.
To me, they are. To them, it could be different.
To your fucking specific demographic. If I want to pay it and record it and dance around and never watch the fucking show and use it like a radio, that's my $85 ticket.
His way he's enjoying
that motherfucker any way I want. Fuck you if you judge me or gatekeep on how I experience a show. Fuck off.
Wow. Speaking of gatekeeping, says the guy who every time we say something, you're going to clap that.
500 years of goddamn food. That's different. No, but for real, like, if I want to fucking dance around and record myself dancing around, fuck.
What was in that last bowl?
If I want to spend the entire show looking at my weed bowl and smoking it and never seeing it, that's how I experienced the show.
That's awesome. We're still good. It's still our pet peeve.
I understand it's your pet peeve. I get it. I'm just throwing it.
And maybe that's my problem because I've tried to be considerate of other people, maybe to my own detriment. So I don't know. I have a hard time relating to it because they tell you, well, put yourself in the other person's shoes. So I try to do that, but I'm in a society that
You can't.
Has no comprehension
In
to that.
1984, they didn't. You barely had 900 megahertz fucking cordless phones back then. There's no way you can put yourself in their modern technological position.
I'm talking about from a consideration standpoint, like what I want somebody doing this to me, and it's, so like I said, I'm trying to be more accepting of things I can't change.
Matt's actually doing the show from a bag phone.
Look, and to that point, I'm going to see Ghost in July, and then the next day,
going to see Ghost?
Yep, going to see Ghost again, and then I'm
Patrick
going to go
Swayze?
see. No, never mind. I don't have the time nor the crayons to explain it to you.
I don't have the energy for you today.
I don't, because I just don't. And then the next day,
Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze.
Emma wants to go see Ghost. His name's not Herm, but I can try it. Shut up, Marsh. Emma wants to go see Three Doors Down and Creed, and I'm like, I can handle one of those bands. And I told her, I was straight up. I'm like, you want to take a video, short video here, short video there, for the money that we're paying for these shows? She's not going to Ghost, but she's going to the other one.
Opening?
No, if they were, she's not going to that fucking show. And I said, they put a lot of time and effort into putting this stage together, and the lights and the sound. Don't live it through a 3-inch screen. Look at it, embrace it, just live the moment. And I think that, to Lynch's point, that gets lost.
So is this a band?
Yes.
Ghost.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send you a link, much like last week. I will send you a link after the show.
I appreciate that. I do enjoy those. Mr. Chaka. Hello, Mr. Chaka.
What up, Chaka? I finally caught some of your shit, Chaka. Nice stuff. It's very 80s-ish, but they're a modern band, so I think you'll get a kick out of it. Yeah, it's like very. Oh God, I can't even put them in a category. It's like the 80s pop metal, glam, hair metal type thing.
It's Depeche Mode 2025.
No, it is
like
not.
Depeche Mode.
The fuck
is
you
it,
do?
Is it at the same level as like Men Without Hats and Men at Work? Because I really like those guys.
Men Without Hats, but in skirts.
You get your good. Never mind. Do not disparage the good goddamn name of Ghost.
I gotta look this shit up. I never even heard of Ghost except with Patrick Swayze and
I gotta think of a good song to send you. What would you like?
I don't know, something that where not that one that the guy sings where they're making the pottery and shit, where he's sitting behind her.
Oh my!
Yeah, that's the one. Is that the Everly Brothers or some shit?
I think so. Oh,
Mary on a Cross would be good.
I was thinking of Mary on a Cross. I was thinking of oh fuck! They did the remake of "We Don't Need Another Hero," the Tina Turner song. So yeah, I think it's
good. I'm interested to hear that.
I'll send you a couple. If you can get past the imagery. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Who's next?
Herm?
Yeah, who would be Herm?
Yeah. I hate with every fiber of my being.
Du hast.
I love the buildup.
Crockpot.
Du hast nicht.
Crockpots? You hate crockpots?
No, crockpot barbecue.
Crockpot barbecue? I've
Is
never
that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, you've never seen anybody put. Yeah, I mean,
not the Dr. Pepper chicken shit. I tried that. That don't work.
No. We're talking like they put the whole pork shoulder
pulled pork
crock pot and dump think sauce on it and cook.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I've done that.
You cut up ribs and cut up chunks of ribs and you know what I mean, and cook it in a crock pot. And while we're on the fucking subject, we can add people who boil their ribs first. There is a very special fucking place in hell for them. And
I do like
I will be waiting for your asses.
That was a very scary look. That one right there.
I wouldn't know how to
just
cook
did
a
it
rib.
again.
I'll be waiting.
That's evil.
I mean, to the pulled pork thing, you got the urge. you got that, craving. I just want pulled pork, but I don't have 16 hours to smoke something. Throw it in there. 2 hours later, it's a quick fix. It's like
That's
a
the
McRib.
thing. Well, that's
But
the thing. It's not
that's
2
not
hours
barbecue.
later. It still takes 10 hours in a fucking.
Now somebody's
crock
giving me a
pot to
thumbs
do it.
up.
Oh, right. You graduated.
Oh shit! I got a fan.
They need a thumb middle.
See,
You
after
know what it
I
is?
did to that,
It's probably our friends in New Zealand coming back, and they first they weren't sure
they meant
about
to give me the
Marsh,
finger?
and now
Right.
they're back. They're like, all right, we get it. We get this guy.
Yeah, to Herm's point, after what I did to that poor turkey last week, I don't know if I'd want to try freaking ribs.
I don't want to know.
Well, what'd you do to a turkey? Did you like fuck it or?
Well, I got my instructions a little jacked up, or lack of instructions.
Look,
I
here's
should
the
say.
deal. Look, the
There's a
problem
crucial
is,
element missing.
Look. First of all right. You know what? Matt's right. This is fucking show material right here. So Matt calls me up. He's got like 3 or 4 turkeys this year. He's like, how long are they good for? I'm like, how long? He's like, all right, I'm gonna do one. He's like, you got a good brine recipe? I'm like, I do. I sent him the fucking list. Now, all of my recipes are just a list of fucking ingredients. I know how to fucking cook. I just want to, if anybody wants to know, here's your ingredients. I'll tell you how to make it later.
Well, I already know where this is going.
Because the method is half the fucking trick.
There was a method.
The ingredients list has nothing to. It means nothing without the method, and that you only get from my mouth. So, I gave Matt the list. He put it together. He's done. He goes to put it together. He's done. He waits. He goes to. I can just do it. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm like, but your turkey. He shows me a picture of the turkey. It's frozen fucking solid. I'm like, you can't brine a fucking frozen turkey. It's got to thaw out. Like, it's got to, like, the meat has to be able to, like, let the salt and things absorb. It's like frozen solid. So he puts it outside, and he's like, how do I do it? I'm like, you got to put it outside, and you got to, like, let it stays cold, and let it go. 2 days goes by, this thing's still fucking frozen. I'm like, you better put that bitch in the sink. So he puts it in the sink. So he's like, all right. Last I knew, it was still in the sink. I get a text. Started talking about it, and I'm like, yeah. So when you're done with that, and you got to and once you boil it, once you make the brine and you boil it and you do all your thing to it, he's like, you
start
cool it,
smelling real good
cold water
herbs
or some ice, and he's like, wait a minute, I was supposed to boil it? Well, yeah, it's a brine. Like, you got to apply some heat to, like, first of all, sterilize it. Second of all, pull the oils and make the herbs and everything blend and get the salt infused and the sugar infused and all the flavors bloom. Yeah, like, you got to apply heat. He's like, oh. I'm like, how the fuck do you think soup tastes so good? We don't just throw water and vegetables and dead animals in a pot and just eat it. You got to apply some heat to get all the flavor out of it. He's like, oh, I didn't do that. I said, well, you just got to like, he's like, no, I already tied it off. It's done. It's in the bag. Ooh, okay. All right. Then he tells me, which is pretty good because it's the second bag because I got halfway into it. I got everything in there and I'm standing there and the turkey's in the brine and the brine's in the bag and I threw everything in there with the water and, I didn't heat it. And I threw it in the bag, and my wife comes walking in, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm doing this turkey thing, he says to her. She goes, that's a scented bag, right?
Is it a trash bag?
Yeah. So he's got to dump everything into a new, clean, whatever fucking fabuloso smelling trash bag he's got going. Because
why does my turkey smell like game?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who made the turkey, Mr. Clean? Yeah. So yeah,
I had to kill the salmonella.
And yeah, so I'm like, he's like, so did I fuck the turkey up? I'm like, I don't know if you fucked it up. I don't know if it'll be as good as it could have been, but I don't know. Now we're both in on this experiment. So how'd it come out? I bet it came out pretty fucking. I bet it came out juicy.
It came out good. I didn't know
Juicy
nothing
as
about
fuck.
boiling. I mean, I'm just pouring beer and salt in this freaking garbage bag full of water.
It's like fucking dead turkey Santa over here, and he's like, "What? Wait, I was supposed to boil it?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a brine, bro. Where have you ever brined anything where you have to cook it?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
the
all
next one will be
you're all,
better.
Oh my god. I can't with you.
What I
people.
originally thought is that he was going to get the ratio of the vinegar or whatever you put in there wrong and just make it whoa.
No, it was good. It was good. The ratios were right. The problem was like, I'll bet it wasn't as herby as it could have been, and the flavors weren't
Probably.
as
And I don't know
intense.
that the salt nothing of it boiled out. I mean, it was
Right,
all
well-
just ingredients dumped in a fucking concoction.
Yeah, like I'm sure eventually over some time it melted, but like you put the turkey in and dumped the salt in, so the salt ran to the bottom
then
of
it
the
sat in
pack.
a cooler
So
for
the
2
bottom
days.
of the turkey was probably awesome. It probably sucked all of that turkey in.
It was moist.
Yeah. I'll bet it was moist. The salt works. The sugar and the salt are tenderizers, and
Mm.
yep, that brine works. It definitely works on a chemical level as well. So, yeah.
I got a question for the class.
Wow.
Good.
Are you one of those guys that hates the word moist?
It's
No.
on my list. I know I just used it, but it's on my list.
Peckerhead. What's wrong with the word?
It's disgusting.
It's not.
So that's what I'm asking. People
It's literally a
people
key
will say, "Don't say that word."
literally a key characteristic in everything my job does. It's
Well,
a
after I
little-
saw that freaking Eddie Murphy movie with the 600-pound freaking woman talking about how she was moist, I freaking couldn't get past it, and I've been traumatized ever since.
well, then you just find another word.
Amen.
I prefer succulent.
Ugh.
Succulent. It kind of rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Damn, baby, that thing looks succulent.
Welcome to the
Respect.
Dysfunction Junction Porno Hour.
I'm a fan of both words, to be honest. There's nothing wrong with the word moist. Absolutely not.
You just got to say it like
I think it's one of the
Silverman. Moist.
Yeah.
Moist.
Find it vulgar.
Oh
mean,
my god.
I'm good with
This
cunt
is
and
so
everything else,
moist.
but I find moist vulgar. Ugh.
Matthew likes
Wow.
dry.
Because I used to work with a girl at Mohegan that I would say the word moist, and she'd like, "Stop saying that word." So I would make sure to horn it into every conversation I ever had in front of her. Drive her nuts.
And now you
It's like I
hate
have
it?
an irrational fear of the word. I don't. No. I used to. A girl that I worked with hated it.
Yeah, I got that part, but I thought you brought this
So I would
up
go
when
out of
you
my-
hated it.
No. I was
Oh,
asking
okay.
if anybody else thinks it's weird that people find that word offensive or
Oh,
whatever.
good.
It creeps them
I
out.
find it. I just don't. It's not my favorite.
Love the word.
I can cross that off the list.
English is a very strange language.
That
Sorry,
indeed.
Matt.
No, you're fine. Okay, moving on from that, we'll go back to Mr. Herm.
He just didn't you just do one?
Yeah,
did.
he did.
I did barbecue, and isn't what's
Oh, Lynch asked about the moist thing. I thought we were back on
Crock
him.
pot barbecue.
no, that was just a that was just
Oh, that was a
random-
cut-in?
No.
I believe,
That was
All
just a question.
I believe-
All right, that's
Yeah.
all right.
that was a
NASCAR
cut-in.
King, you're up next.
All right.
King of all things NASCAR.
Not everything that you've gone through in life, like getting yelled at by your dad or stubbing your toe, is trauma. If that word isn't the most overused fucking word, right up there with literally or zhuzh. Am I saying that right? Zhuzh?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
Yeah. you
Okay.
got it.
My childhood trauma. What is your childhood trauma? You didn't get the G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip that you wanted. And now your mind is messed up. Trauma, if
That wasn't my trauma.
if you watch somebody die in front of you, that's trauma. If you went to war and came home with bloody memories, that's trauma. If you were abused, that's trauma. Not everything is trauma. Stop it. I know people who grew up very well. I know their parents. I know just about everything about them, right down to where their stupid ass birthmarks are.
Really?
Whether it's on their ankle or their arm or the back of their neck. I have a friend who has a son, and thankfully he'll never shave his head because he's got like a Gorbachev had it here. He's got it back here.
Weinstein? Yep.
Kind of, yeah. And these kids grew up in the lap of kindness and sweetness and all this, and they talk about their trauma. Fuck you. You don't know trauma.
I think it's become competitive for people.
And Lynch froze again.
Yeah, his signal's back.
Well, I'm gonna shoehorn my way. I'm gonna shoehorn my way in there, Chris, real quick on that.
Please do.
That was definitely on my list. It pisses me off because people who have never really experienced trauma, you're kind of like appropriating it. Just you didn't experience it. And I'm going to tie this to people who are looking for reparations. You're trying to make an excuse that's something that happened hundreds of years ago for your failure today. Stop using it as an excuse and make it a target that you shoot for. It's not generational trauma is only brought up on you because you keep perpetuating it forward. Stop. You're lucky to have what you have in this country.
Oh,
Stop acquiring other people's trauma. Stop acquiring other people's trauma because it's something that didn't happen to you 200 years ago, or people that owned people who did a situation that happened 200 years ago. It's not your trauma. You're not owed anything for it.
No, it didn't happen to you. You didn't experience a goddamn thing. I saw a guy, big burly gentleman, a video that was put out, and he's doing like a Charlie Kirk / Steven Crowder thing where he invites people over and they have conversation. And a young African-American lady says, when was America ever great? And he's like, it's great now. Look at you, young African-American woman. You're beautiful. You look well-fed. You got a nice designer jacket. Your hair looks good. Your eyeliner's on point. Exactly how are you suffering right now? And she could not answer because she has been conditioned and taught or led to believe by whoever's feeding her this bullshit that somehow she's oppressed. You're going to a fucking fine university, young lady. How are you oppressed? Probably got there with your smarts. No, I don't think everything's a DEI thing. So you probably got to be pretty fucking smart to go there. You're enjoying yourself. You're having the time of your life learning and making new friends and doing this thing. You are not oppressed, not in the least. You have no trauma. Stop it. Knock it the fuck off.
Just refresh my memory. What does the DEI acronym stand for again?
Diversion, equity, and inclusion. Or in some cases, didn't earn it.
Yeah, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Okay.
Or Dale Earnhardt Incorporated.
I know exactly what the guy you're talking about. He's a heavy-set, pretty built black guy, and I like listening to him. He's very, very intelligent, and
is that Philip Scott?
I can't remember his name. And I watch his clips all the time. It's just they're on Facebook Reels and YouTube Reels.
Yeah, I think it's Philip Scott.
I'm trying to hunt his particular page down so I can like it and then go down the rabbit hole.
I'll send you a message after that. I'm pretty sure it's the guy.
Probably, but it's interesting to see him turn their logic back on them.
Yeah,
right.
when he asked them, what privilege does a white person have that you don't?
Oh, the Charlie Kirk does the same thing when it comes to women's rights. Like, what rights do you not have that I have? None. Stop crying. But
Body
I mean, I don't want. We're getting a little.
Thing.
We're getting a little. Well, yeah, I get that, but even that's not being taken away. Stop believing the fear. I didn't know that this was going to cause so much trauma to you guys. Asking, putting that out there.
So much divisiveness.
I know. It's terrible. I'm literally Hitler.
You're triggered.
I'm gonna ask for my reparations tomorrow.
Need a safe space?
There'll be cookies and punch at the end.
Cookies and punch.
There was punch at Jonestown.
Punch and pie. Tell him punch and pie.
Oh, Lord. Sweet baby Jesus. Who
All right.
is up?
That would be you, sir.
Oh,
It would be me. All right. Okay. I am going to take a trip back to supermarket land for a quick sec. And I am going to hit on a people parking in yellow zones in front of the supermarket and or business and going inside and just leaving their cars out there.
Fire
It
lanes,
goes
yeah.
up my ass sideways, especially when you turn your head a little bit and there's open parking spaces within 30 feet. And these aren't handicapped, mind you. These are just inconsiderate pricks.
They're
fat
lazy cap.
lazy fuck.
And it's become like the new normal because I see more and more of it. And it's like I said, it just goes back to inconsiderate society. Most of my pet peeves tend to be,
Are they completely
orbiting.
empty cars that are
In
running?
some cases, yeah. I mean, sometimes I'll see, somebody pull up and get out. There's somebody else in the car, but even if somebody's in the passenger seat or whatever, and the driver's got out to go in there, I'm like, why didn't you just, put it over here in a proper parking space? But yeah, I see people leave their cars out there, and I fight the urge to just get in the car and move it around the building. But then
I was going to say
asked to a different
I would
car.
move it.
Yeah,
I would drive the mile down the road. I would drive the mile down the road to take the 10 minutes to walk back and watch that motherfucker squirm. Where's
you
my
know
car?
what?
But then where's the Grand Theft
I don't
Auto?
really-
Man?
I got to be honest.
Huh? I didn't steal it. I just moved it.
I don't really care.
He's a valet.
I don't really care because I got to be honest. I put my motorcycle anywhere I motherfucking want, and whether I'm supposed to or not. So
See, I see your
I
bikes
just-
is different.
because I
though.
do it on two wheels doesn't
It-
mean it's.
It doesn't work for me because I'm a big part of without rules we have chaos, and I just like order.
Yeah,
and
it's all right.
discipline
Life
and
needs
black
a
and
little
white.
chaos, Life needs a little chaos.
I'm not
But
really into it.
that's why I like two wheels. That's the chaos. I'll put this. You can't park here. You can't go in there. No, cars can't get in there.
Yeah.
I see your point.
I mean, as far as a supermarket, grocery store, however you want to term it, Walmart, that's a fire lane. It's also a bus drop off and pick up and things like
I
that.
like to park in the areas like around the ends where the buffers at the end where they're like painted slash lines. I like
Yeah.
to pull in there. I'll pull my motorcycle right up next to the front door on the fucking sidewalk. Get off, lock the handlebars, and go inside. So,
And if it gets hit by a bus, that's your ass. That's
well, no, it's on
that-
the sidewalk. So if it does,
Oh, on
it's
the
gonna hit
sidewalk,
people
okay.
You know what I mean? I'll literally.
Oh,
pull
yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah.
park it right on the sidewalk next to the fucking building.
But I
and
hear
walk in
the
See,
drivers.
he just said literally, but he meant exactly what he
Right.
said.
I hear
He was gonna
drivers.
literally park it on the sidewalk.
Yep. I hear drivers at my job
yeah, that was the
bitching
correct
because
use.
they're trying to back out and our cars parked in the fire lane. But if you're running in and running out, I'm with some of you guys. If it's a quick fix, someone's in the car's running, you're not going to be parked there for 30, 40 minutes. Fucking park in the fire lane. They do it here at the apartments too. Somebody will pull up to offload their groceries, but they're not going to be parked there for 7 hours. Let it
Right.
go. It's a one-off, but if you're doing that at a business where that fire lane is there for a reason, well,
I
what
tend
happens
to, be
to your car happens to your car.
Absolutely. I tend to be an extreme example of it, or not example, but only because I'm real big on community courtesy. I park freaking farther out. I always if I take a cart out of the business, I either put it in a cart return or I take it back into the business. I try to lead by example, but obviously nobody else is following that, but I just feel better about, following the rules.
I feel the putting the cart back thing is the societal litmus test of
How
what
so?
kind of person you are.
Oh,
I feel like
which is funny because I'm an asshole and antisocial. But
yeah,
me
me too.
But I feel like if I'm out amongst you, I
me
should
too,
be
but
better.
even I will put the fucking cart back in the thing because
Exactly.
I don't want to leave it out and have somebody else. I don't want nobody leaving that shit out and me
No,
not
you're
realizing
pulling a
it's
spot.
there or rolling into my shit. I don't want to leave one out
Exactly.
there and have it roll.
I mean,
into
I hold
somebody
doors for
else's shit.
people and shit and say please and thank you and excuse me and ma'am, and I'm just
Well, that's
fucking
me being in the business for
weird.
so long and dealing with people. It's everything is yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Absolutely.
That's how it is with
Yeah,
me.
I mean, that I have to talk to the kids that way all day. You know what I mean?
I get it.
No, that's next on my list. If we're going to go right into it, it's just common, basic public courtesy. I get it. Everybody's got a busy life, and when I say "excuse me" 2 or 3 times, or "pardon me" in a normal tone of voice, and I have to raise
I
the sound
agree,
level of my
Lynch.
voice to get your attention 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
at least acknowledge my presence and say, "Oh, hang on." We went into Smashburger 2 Sundays ago because my wife had a craving for just a greasy smashed cheeseburger. We walk into Smashburger. The lady behind the counter doesn't even look at us or acknowledge that we exist.
Yeah.
And she's busy flirting with the 20-year-old behind the line. 5 or 6 minutes go by. She goes, "It's going to be a few minutes." I said, "Oh, I didn't think you saw us." I said, "You ready to go?" She goes, "Yep, fuck this place." And we walked out. I get it. You got a job, but when you're crying, I hear the conversation you're having. Is you're crying the blues that you're short, and you actually have to work.
Yeah.
At least just pay attention around you. I'm very, very tolerant when it comes to food service. With food service, but when it's an instant place like that, when it's a walk in, walk out, I shouldn't. Yeah, all right, I get it. If you were behind a line and I didn't see all this stuff that you're complaining about in front of me, I may have had a different perspective of it. But when I can physically, audibly hear you, bitch and moan about how fuck this place and fuck that, I'm like, if you ever walked into my own restaurant, if I owned one, you would never hear that. You keep your opinions to yourself in the back. Don't let the public hear what you're complaining. That's very fucking rude.
I try to turn the other cheek. I mean, and to paraphrase Patrick Swayze in the phenomenal movie Roadhouse, be nice until it's time not to be nice.
Well, see, I used to think that way, and no, it didn't work for me. It doesn't work for me.
Well, you
now.
just said you did. You said please.
Oh, you got a thumbs down. Somebody, you pissed somebody off.
Somebody doesn't like Roadhouse. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking about food service. I'm normally patient with that. But when it's an instant turnoff for me when I walk in, and you're from the rip, I hear there's going to be an attitude from you,
right?
The food worker.
Yeah.
That there's no tolerance there. I go from pleasant to be a fucking asshole real fucking quick.
Well, how many of us worked in fast food when we were kids? I know Herm and I did. Matt,
I didn't
did you?
do fast food. I worked in kitchens since I was 14, but I never did fast food.
You see that video, everybody's training video, when you see somebody walk into a McDonald's on a movie, it's always a smile. "Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order, please?" We would say, "Hi, may I help you? Good morning, may I help you?" We didn't do that speech. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay not getting the speech. I'm not walking into Morton's Steakhouse. I'm walking into McFucking-Donald's, you know what I mean? But to Lynch's point, when you walk in and the woman or the man walks over to that counter to take your order, and it looks like they want to be any place on earth but that particular spot, and they sound as insincere as Herm saying, "Yeah, you're a really great cook, Chris." It's just I don't need to feel welcomed. I don't need to have the red carpet rolled out so I can get a McRib and get on my way.
You just want basic politeness.
Yeah.
Acknowledge.
That's
you don't need
it.
stroked. Right.
Right. I don't need the rigmarole. Right. But you are working.
I'm not looking for a kiss on the lips. I'm not looking for a kiss on the lips. At least just tickle my asshole a little bit. Just tickle my asshole a little bit.
I knew it was coming.
Right.
Knew it was coming.
Yo, hey, shout out to my man Chris from Noble back in Connecticut, who just messaged me. He's watching us live.
Nice.
Is he going back to work there?
No.
I just meant, is he going back to save the place, or?
No, I got a better chance of getting him out here.
Well, there you go. Herm and Chris's big time Colorado barbecue.
Yeah.
I'll smoke your butt. You'll put my meat in your mouth, and it's all over.
Dear Lord.
All right, who's next?
I don't even know where we were.
I
I
that
went.
was yours, Lynch. Yeah. So
That was me.
oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Because it's gonna take Herm at
Days
least
of our
40
slurm.
minutes. The slurm. If you don't get that on a license plate, I'd be very upset.
Slurm.
All right,
Slurm.
so something else I hate is TikTok foodies.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Look, I don't care how many times, and I'm not talking like some of the guys that are doing some real good shit. Like Are You Hungry is doing some amazing shit. There's some guys that I watch that do some chocolating and some candy stuff that is fucking amazing. But like these fucking videos where I saw this, I learned this in Texas. Bitch, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. Look, okay, look. Texas, all right, thinks they do brisket well, and there's one guy in Texas that does, and that's Franklin. But what Texas did is took Mexican food and fucked it up because of the trains. Okay, so Tex-Mex food is like an abomination and is complete. Yeah, suck it. It's Americanized shit. It is. All right. The reason that Tex-Mex is look. Do you think Mexicans used orange cheese? No, they didn't. But it was easier to get cheese down in Texas with the train line system from Wisconsin direct than it was to get fucking Mexican cheese across the border into Texas. So they put that orange fucking cheese on it because that's where it came on the train. Tex-Mex is an abomination. Look it up. Man. Google it, bitch.
What about chili con carne?
Yo, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. All right. Fuck off. Fuck Texas chili. Fuck off. All right. Chili started as beans. Or do you think that the poor fucking cowboys who lived on the plains had nothing but meat and no beans?
No, actually, I watched a documentary about that
chili
today.
Actually started as beans. The chili in Texas started with chili queens, and that wasn't actual serving it as a real fucking chili. It was actually a fucking sauce on top of everything. It was basically the Texas version of Coney Island sauce, bitch. That's what it was. Real chili started out as beans with seasonings because that's all the poor fucking people on the cowboy range.
That sounds good to me.
Had. And slowly they added small amounts of meat from hunting. And then over time, as refrigeration and the distribution of meat became available, chili actually turned into a meat dish rather than beans. Chili should have beans.
Yeah.
I like
because it started out as beans long before the chili queens of Texas started putting their shit on top of enchiladas.
So Herm, on that vein, I used to work with a guy who would. I made chili without beans this weekend.
You made hamburger with.
I
sauce.
said so. You made hamburger with red sauce.
Well, see now
that ain't chili.
That's red chili. Now we make chili Colorado here, which is basically like steak, like flank steak chunks cooked in a very nice red sauce. It's the Colorado version of a Texas chili. It's just meat and sauce, but it's much better. It's not.
But you got that white chili or green chili that you talk about too.
And that's always done, but it's separate. But that's put on everything, but it's also a dish. Like you eat that, and it's served. It's every meal it's served with beans. Like you don't just serve that; it's with beans. So the beans aren't there in it, but the beans are literally cooked separate. Pintos here are so like there's a pot in the fridge. Every house. Every fucking Mexican house here in town, and the white ones do have a pot of beans all the time.
Other than that, you made bolognese. No, don't start, Herm. I know it's not bolognese. Knock it off. It's just hamburger and sauce. Bolognese, yeah. Bologna knees. That's the knees of the bologna animal. Yes. All right. I know one of you or two of you or all three of you are going to appreciate this one. Vegans piss me off.
Oh, I like vegans.
Well, you know how you can tell someone's vegan?
I like vegan food.
They'll tell
I
you
don't
about
necessarily
35
vegan,
times
so-
in every fucking conversation.
You
They
like
are judgmental.
vegetables. You like vegetables. Don't like vegan food. There's a
Yeah.
difference, sir.
They are judgmental.
I had a
will
conversation.
agree.
I had a conversation with two young ladies that I used to work with, both vegan. Okay, one is cool. She got what I was saying. The other one threw a hissy fit because it's part of this whole new generation, like Matt brought up, narcissistic. Everything's about me. Yada yada yada. So the vegan girl's like, well, in the olden times, all they ate was plants and plant-based. I'm like, really? Have you ever seen a cave painting where
Yeah,
the
they're
bow and
growing
arrow
things.
is aimed at a salad? No, they killed the animal. They killed the buffalo. You know what they did with it? They used every part of it. They used the meat for their food. They used the skin for their clothing. They used the
Sinew was
bones
used
for
strength.
their
They use the
tools.
bones to make tools. They use the sinews and the ligaments to make bowstring and
Yep.
Exactly.
tie and
It's the epitome of waste not, want not. I said, show me a cave painting from somewhere or some sort of historical document where you see someone hunting a salad. You don't. That was considered add-ons. They're sides.
dude, it's
You
a
wanna
good
live a
thing
bu-
we don't have to go back to that old way because I don't even know where the
That'd
fuck
be
a
some
pi-
shit.
Where I don't. Does anybody know where the fuck a pizza's natural habitat is? Like, how the fuck do I even find food if we have to start our own
It's
food?
gonna be interesting.
Papa John's.
Where the fuck does a chicken McNugget live? Fuck.
Lynch's backyard.
Chicken McNuggets. I haven't done that shit in 6 months. I wouldn't know what a fucking chicken McNugget looked like.
Where will Marsh load his weapon and go to hunt the beefaroni?
Well, I won't be hunting the beefaroni no more. It ain't what it was freaking 30 years ago. I'll tell you that.
I'm just.
Hey, look,
it
it's
dri-
vegan. It's a green food. That means it's like a vegetable.
I
base,
know.
right? It's
I'll tell you
it's a
what,
green
though,
food, baby.
That 10-ounce freaking can is like 350 calories.
Yeah, but you're
Like,
so
holy
full
shit.
after you eat the fucking can, though. Like do you realize?
Yeah, maybe
like,
if I ate the can too.
bro, like I'm at like 1770, for my 16 and change for my day to like 1770 right now.
I'm at 11
go
right
back
now.
But 11, Jesus Christ, I just fucking slit my wrist at 1100 calories.
I got some vegetarian chili I may have
I
later.
was gonna say I just
What is
have
the
to-
what? Get the fuck out!
What's in a can? I just pour it out. And...
Oh,
no,
so it's not even chili. It's wannabe chili.
it's
Oh
you know,
yeah, it's
yeah,
just
like,
canned fucking
like
convenience shit.
technically, like if I'm getting 1800 a day, I could eat like 5 cans of beefaroni a day if I
You
wanted.
could.
Like,
I
I
can't
don't
believe
know.
this.
real quick.
How would that work over like a month?
Would
you lose weight?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if you
Well, you
Look-
go hypertensive.
look, we've learned that there isn't a bad calorie as long as we're staying within. What would happen was your sodium would go off the
it'd
fuck.
be bloated. Yeah,
You would
your
retain
kidneys shut
water.
down.
You retain water. Your kidneys would shut down. All right. You turn yellow. There's
Yeah.
a whole thing with jaundice, but I mean,
Yeah,
you would and now you're gonna get really sick. So
yeah.
the weight
you
is
got
just
fucking
gonna
rickets.
fucking melt off.
Rickets.
So maybe it's
Your
a
eyes would be
win-win.
yellow. You'd be so fucked.
Maybe
Your
it's a
liver would be
win-win. I'm
freaking.
saying like 6 months of just beefaroni. You know, when you come out of that coma, you are a whole new person, bro.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be a whole new person. All right.
You're a
How you
whole
doing,
new
Lynch?
person.
Maybe not your best you.
You are living your best life.
You guys are fucking retarded. You know that, right? So, to close out veganism to me is a lot like all these other isms that go on in the world, and I'm not going to try to piss anybody off. That's good for you. Fantastic. Don't try to push it on me. I have my life, my beliefs, my standards. I like a big, fat, juicy steak. I like a nice, round butt and a pair of boobs on a woman. I like this. I like this. You live your way. I'll live mine. The twain doesn't have to meet. Stop it.
So you like want a natural born woman?
Well,
What?
yes.
You said something about tweens. What the fuck?
Well, that was in the early days.
Oh, okay.
Like when I was like 14, 15. Yeah, the
Oh.
tweens were good. But
I thought he
nowadays,
said
you know,
tweed. I like tweed.
I'm going. Shannon Tweed?
Oh yeah, she all right. But I meant the fabric.
She looks like the Joker now with all that
That would be
plastic
nice
surgery.
Tweed jacket. I'm not gonna lie.
Tweed, that's sharp, man. I freaking made for like from the Isle of Skye. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Harris
good shit.
tweed.
That's good shit. if
It is good
you're
shit.
in
Lasts fucking forever.
1975. Anyway, Gene Simmons said it best. I want a whole lot of woman. I bet Herm can still sing that song. I want a whole lot of woman. All right, Marsh, it's on you.
Oh, I'm back, baby. Let's see. Oh. Oh, my other favorite would be, I'm going to go with a word this time, and I'm going to go with the word fire, used as modern slang on how awesome something is. That's fire.
I don't mind that so much.
I
I'm
think that's
I'm
more
okay
my
with it.
age peeking out than anything else because it just tends to, I don't know. That and when people were saying that and Gucci, that freaking does something sideways. Fucking.
I don't know. I like expensive shit, so I like the Gucci phrase.
I have a
I
problem.
like the handbag. I don't like it
it's-
used.
Well, no.
And why
like,
would you? Why would you? If something's good or something's great, why? Typically, what I see with younger folk is they want to make things easier. So why would you add an extra syllable to something?
because it's
more
not
work.
because it's not just something's good. It's not just something's great. You're only have half a partial definition. The specific definition of Gucci is because just like Gucci products is the best. It is not. it's not just, oh, that's good. Oh, it's literally referring to it in the sense of the best. That's
I can't hear the word Gucci.
Oh, that's Gucci, the best.
Well,
that's the
for
best.
two
The top
reasons.
notch,
One,
nothing better. That's the usage.
oh yeah, but I can't hear it because my mind goes in two directions. One, it goes back to Different Strokes, and who was the bully? The Gooch.
Oh, the Gooch. The
That's
Gooch.
right.
I forgot all about the Gooch.
And second, I think of that one random spot down in your nether regions, your Gooch.
Your taint?
That's Gucci. No, it's not. You can't use the Gooch. That's Gucci.
I've
really?
never heard it used that way. But
No. But that's what I
okay.
hear. You have to again. I understand Gucci being, it's like the bag or the wonderful stuff that Gucci makes. I hear Gooch, and that's where my mind goes both times.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody talking about my Gooch
When I hear sphincter, I get that same feel. Like, ugh.
or taint.
Yeah, taint's
Grundle.
not a nice word.
Tank wet the balls. Tank wet
Taint
the
quite
asshole.
the asshole.
Lynch.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes. We can throw another one in.
Let me think.
Couple minutes. We should have 18 minutes, 17 minutes?
I don't
Yeah, about that.
know.
You know how this
I
gets.
don't know, man. How does it get?
Well,
This gets to her
you'll
when we
make
start
it.
talking
You'll
about
say
food.
something. You'll say something, and in there, it'll a word will come up. Like let's just use the word wing.
Burrito?
You could say the word wing. Herm's going to go off for 45 minutes talking about the correct way to cook chicken wings. Matt's going to talk about the chicken wings he likes. They're going to go nuts. And you and I are going to sit here with our thumb in our asses, spinning around on the top.
That's funny because
Here we go.
Wing brings me to my. No, go ahead. That's the truth. Go ahead, Lynch. Go.
Okay.
And it ain't the Philadelphia Flyers.
If you steal my shit, I swear to God, I'm gonna fly out there at some point. I'm gonna hug you. It's gonna be great to see you. I'm gonna eat the food, and then I'm gonna kick you in the dick.
I'm sure it's not.
Okay.
I really can't. There's not really any one specific thing I can think of beyond what I've already mentioned. It's just
Okay.
That's
my
fair.
tolerance has gotten so much lower in my life for.
I'm sensing a
stupidity.
theme with you. Yep.
It's just common courtesy. I try to be nice until I don't have to be. Don't make me be an asshole. I don't wake up angry. I don't wake up with wanting to be a fucking asshole today.
I
Now,
do.
did you become less tolerant after the brain surgery where they took like scoops out, or
No,
are you,
probably
like
sobered up.
did they take like the medulla oblongata
It was
thing? I mean,
I'm telling you, it's when
You don't need me to do the gotta.
it's when he fucking sobered up.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Swear to God, I'm not being a dick. I'm telling you, it's when he sobered up and started seeing shit through real fucking eyes. He started hating every fucking body. I'll bet my house on it.
So he's right. It'll be 3 years, right? 3 years next month.
3 years?
Ago, you really started just hating fucking everybody but us.
And your wife.
I've
I'm sure
learned.
we have our moments.
Yeah.
I tend to surround myself. This is my criteria about who's in the inner circle of my life. I surround myself with the people that.
Was the dog rescue therapy for you?
Well, that's funny. Is that happened in 2016?
Oh, okay. So no.
And on November 9th, 2016, my wife brought me all the way up to fucking Woodstock, Connecticut to a dog adoption event, and we adopted Ripley. And that started our association with the rescue.
Right, but that was years before you got off the sauce.
Right. Reason being, after my surgery, I kind of downplay just how much recuperation
And freezing.
I kind of downplay just how much recovery time I had after post surgery. I couldn't write. My short-term memory was shit. I couldn't walk for about 3 months.
Really?
Like I could walk, but I couldn't remember how to do it my own cadence.
He could dial the fuck out of a phone, though. I
So
can
is
tell
your
you that.
Is your liver shot and everything too, or is that coming back?
No, my liver wasn't that super fucking destroyed.
Okay.
So they said at where it's at, it's dangerous, but where it's at also is recoverable.
Yeah, I was gonna say
The liver is one of the few organs that can regenerate it.
It'll regenerate. Yeah.
Your liver will shed the bad cells, and you will regenerate new ones behind it.
As long as you're not past the point of no
so-
return, right?
Right. There's a point when you're pre-cirrhosis and already turning that corner. There's no going backwards. I would say midway on the final stretch.
Yes, there's a
From that point,
the one point. There
you can
is.
start going backward.
Okay.
But yeah, the puppy was like physical therapy to help me make myself move in taking care of the puppy, because my wife had to go back to work eventually. I would have a home health aide come in for a couple hours, do my physical therapy with me, and then take off. And my wife would come home at lunch, and then she'd go back to work. So, I mean, there was a lot of steps behind my recovery. And once I got past all the physical stuff and started paying attention to the world around me, the first outing, like true public outing, was Walmart with my wife in Waterford.
That must have been lovely.
I was shaking. No, I was shaking. I didn't know how it was to be in public. And people I say stories like this, and people, oh, you're just being dramatic. It was weird. It was very, very weird. It was clarity that I've never really ever had before. And
you're sober in public.
Well,
there's no filter.
When I was drunk.
Filter between you and life at that point.
Right.
There's a filter. There's a buffer. You know what I mean? There's like rubber between.
Kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah.
It gives the flex, and without the fucking shield and the flex, you don't know. You've forgotten how to be who the fuck you are. And you don't even know how to act because you lost all of that when the buffer was there.
Well, when I was drunk, I would tolerate stupid people a whole lot easier. I just didn't give a fuck.
Right.
But then now that when you roll back the clock and just kind of cut down that shitty ass curtain you've been seeing through for the last how many years of your life.
Oh shit.
Your perspective changes. And I tend to surround myself with people that if I were stuck on a desert island with them, I would be able to live with them for the rest of my life and not kill them. That's my criteria to be on like in the inner circle.
Yeah, like I might
not too many people standing on that desert island with me
for a day, but that you know what I mean? Like we might just avoid Where's like? He's just he's not coming to the center.
He's
of the
up on the
fire.
mountaintop. Right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We all just and then we're good. It's that's literally how the circle works.
Mhm.
There it is.
I went back on my Facebook not too long ago, and there was a post, and this is no shit. You all three commented on the same post. I wanted to put something out there to say, like, see, we were all in this gang together 11 years ago.
11 years.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Every now and again, I don't do this every day.
I was a real prick then.
You're a real prick now. What's the difference?
That's true. You got me.
I seem to be doing that a lot lately.
Well, I look at posts I made 11 years ago, and I'm like, holy shit.
But I'm like, there was something that I put out there. It was not political, but it was very societally pointed. And Marsh was first. Couple comments down was Lynch. Couple comments down was Herm. And I'm like, we were all here. We were here before we knew we were here.
That's
We were the team.
Shit, I wonder what the comment was.
Well,
It would take me
You know,
another
sometimes
year
life-
until it pops up.
Right?
Go ahead.
I
Lynch.
mean, sometimes life just happens. Sometimes life just kind of happens that way. I'm a more like I want to be on time type of person now. So spontaneity kind of throws me off once in a while,
Right.
which is completely weird because years ago I was all about it, but now. So I get very anxious around like leaving the house with my wife. I'll be ready in 5 minutes. 30 minutes later, now that we're going to be fucking late, it drives me
okay.
crazy.
Okay,
Right.
when your wife,
So that-
let me help you. When your wife says, "I'll be ready in 5 minutes," I want you to think there's 5 minutes on the clock. Both teams have all their timeouts, and it's a tie ball game. You're going to be there for 45 minutes. That's all there is to it. Do we have any more?
It's just
I don't know where we left off.
Well, that was Lynch. Then there's Herm's got food talk.
Okay. Well, we're going long.
I think it was about wings.
that's what
Better
That's
not
what
be
she
about
said.
wings.
wings.
Oh, this visual aid, sweet. He's cooking.
The
Sounds
fuck is
like
he doing?
Pulls out a head.
He's a mute now.
He pulls out a fucking bloody head.
It's charades.
Yeah, right. 3 words. Sounds like
Sounds like
big titties.
Ring of Fire.
Scorpions, big titties at night.
You guys are rough, bro. You
Yes,
guys
yes, we are.
rough. All right, so here it is. All right, so here's my thing. All right,
He's tonight.
stop cutting fucking wings in half and calling them 2 wings. All right, I went to the restaurant. I ordered a dozen wings. I didn't get a dozen wings. I got 6 fucking wings cut in half. Okay, I got a top part of the wing and a bottom part of the wing. All right. First of all, if there was, where's the little flipper? Where's the flap? Where's the little pointy end? That's a wing. That's the whole tip of the wing. That's it. All right. They be cutting this shit in half, charging you for half a wing. All right, and then lying to you. Second of all, they be using it. Oh, flats are better. Oh, drums are better. They be pitting us against each other over the same fucking wing.
I just
Stop
want my
cutting
wings.
in half. Sell them like the Chinese do. The whole motherfucker. 6 wings, 6 of wings. 3
like it.
chickens died. 6 wings. 6 wings.
Yeah.
6 wings.
Wasn't mine.
I can
But-
stay behind that.
Yep. Wasn't mine, but we're on the we're in the same neighborhood.
You probably got the boneless thing.
Boneless wings are adult chicken nuggets. They are not wings.
They're
They are
tasty.
cut. They are formed. They are breaded. A boneless wing is not a wing. It's I say this to the guys at work when I leave at night, and they say, "Hey, Chris, you want me to make you something on your way out?" Yeah, give me 10 adult chicken nuggets with the mango habanero sauce. And you mean the boneless wings? No, because there's no such thing as a boneless wing.
Now, somebody was bitching about this the other day. Is there a difference between freaking boneless wings and tenders?
Tenders are
I mean,
longer.
Technically, the tender is a specific part of the chicken. If you buy,
It's the tender.
It's the tender. It's literally chicken tender, bro. It's the tenderloin.
I gotta take chicken anatomy class over again.
Tenderloin,
Right?
it's the tenderloin.
Chickens have loins?
It's the tenderloin. That's the name of the piece of meat. Kind of like the breast is the breast. They don't have tits. Same thing. It's the chicken tenderloin. Chicken tender is a tender. Chicken is traditionally and specifically should be done with a tender.
Can it be a chicken breast if they don't have nipples?
Here we go.
I gotta go.
I gotta get another
What?
beer. If we're gonna have this conversation, I deserve another beer.
I don't even know how to. Yes.
How do you respond to that?
Yes. Well, because
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
I was just gonna say. I mean, like technically, brisket is cow pectoral muscle. So yeah, it's the breast muscle of the cow, but
So, proper term would be chicken peck as opposed to chicken breast.
no,
Yeah,
it's
it doesn't sound as cool when you
breast
say that.
of the meat.
Welcome to KFC. Can I help you? Can I have some pecs?
You have a breast as well. It's your breast. Whether you have mammary glands or not is a completely different type of biological question. But
What is a woman?
There. But yeah, a breast is a breast.
I heard him ask that question, and immediately I was like, "This is not going to end well."
This is not going to end well at all.
All right, because it started so beautifully.
I don't get it. And you know what? Maybe I'm too old to get it. I really don't give a fuck. I don't have the time, the energy, or the effort, or the crayons to explain some things to some people. But you guys
You're
are
too loud. You're too old.
bingo.
Something like that.
Can I throw one more in there? Because I heard somebody
Yeah,
use this. I heard somebody use this term earlier about gatekeeping.
That was Herm.
Drives me up a goddamn wall. My daughter, well, she's going to have her own musical taste, but she grew up listening to what Dad listens to. And she wore her Kiss concert t-shirt to school one day, and some teacher, she told me the story. She goes, yeah, the teacher thought he had a gotcha moment. It's like, oh, Kiss fan, huh? Can you name me 3 songs? And she goes, I can name you the first 6 albums in order. Go ahead. She's like, Kiss, Hotter Than Hell, Dress to Kill, Destroyer, Rock and Roll Over, Love Gun. You want me to go on? She just, fuck that. I don't care. If I see a kid wearing a Nirvana shirt, I really don't care. Oh, you like
I don't
Nirvana?
care if you bought it at Kohl's, if you're just
right.
being trendy.
My question is
let
always,
people be people.
Yeah. Oh, you like Iron Maiden? No, I just like the shirt. Well, it's a cool fucking shirt. Hey, you like Nirvana? Yeah, my dad got me interested.
Have you ever listened to their? You ever actually listen to their stuff? Just curious if they've listened to it.
But it's the gatekeeper motherfuckers that Oh, can you name me 3 songs? What's the point? What do I got to prove to you, random asshole?
Yeah, fucking piss off.
Just unbelievable.
That's
Music is to me. Music is a universal language.
Gatekeeping for omelets.
Oh God, here we go.
There you go.
Why are we gatekeeping omelets?
We're not. I'm not gatekeeping. I spread my knowledge around.
Okay, that I can get behind.
Yeah.
I even give you guys the secret.
Spread your legs.
I give you guys the secret.
I got my omelet sorted out now that I brought the temperatures way down. When I was doing that shit too high.
That was the worst 7 months of my life. Is you guys going back and forth every goddamn day with the omelets.
I was back before I transitioned into breakfast wraps.
Oh, you're trans breakfast now?
Oh yeah, man. I use the whole egg, and then I put some egg whites in it, and then I just kind of stir around a little bit.
That's diversifying and inclusive.
And then I take 3
We're
ounces of
giving
corned beef
both
hash.
types of liquid egg equity in their value that they bring to the breakfast.
I'm actually listening to you, Marsh. Go ahead.
3 ounces of corned beef hash. I get 6 servings out of a single can, and
For
then
real.
I use a piece of
Alpo
American
with
cheese.
potatoes, baby. Alpo with potatoes.
What kind of potatoes?
Alpo with potatoes. Open
Yeah,
a
it's
can of
delicious.
Alpo. It's the same smell.
That's fantastic.
It's delicious.
New from the Daily Wire. Matt Walsh presents What is an Omelet?
And I use the Mission Carb Balance freaking burrito wraps because there's 30 grams of protein per wrap, and it's a green food. So yeah, I get my breakfast off right.
What's their
I
calorie?
identify as a corn tortilla.
110.
Oh, that ain't too bad. How big are they?
They're plate size. I tried using the taco size ones, and it was too small. I couldn't get the wrap right. But it's probably about
10-inch.
8 inches, 10 inches.
All right. I can make one big fat wrap for 110. I might give those a shot.
Yeah,
They're green food. I'll
yeah.
fuck with those. Because the ones that I got they're yellow, but
not all the Mission ones are though. These are the whole wheat.
These are fajita size, and they're 130 a piece.
I'll send you a picture of the freaking the packing.
Nice. Oh, don't worry. I have
It's very sexy of you.
I have a Mission factory right here in town.
I bet you do.
Swear to God, there's a Mission factory right down the fucking boulevard.
Thank
Dude,
you,
do they
Lynch.
have T-shirts? Because I could use some swag.
Oh, there's a whole. You can come in. There's a Mission. You can get the tour, the whole nine.
No
They're
shit.
constantly looking for people to work over there. Yeah, running presses, making tortillas, doing shit. Yeah, there's a Mission tortilla.
I gotta go on YouTube, see if there's a
They have
documentary.
a
'Cause I'd be
giant
interested to see
fucking
that son of a
booth and
bitch.
trailer at the Chile and Frijoles Festival.
Yeah.
You can just buy massive amounts of tortillas. It's yes.
All I
Yeah,
can
something-
picture right now is Marsh in the morning with his Mission tortillas, and he's like da 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 as he's singing the song and thinking he's making some authentic Mexican breakfast. You're making white people Mexican food.
Sometimes I throw some Frank's Red Hot on there too.
Here we
but
go.
Not with the hash.
that
Usually
shit
with the- What's that?
Yo, just so you know,
Oh.
sriracha
Yeah.
and is calorie-free food, and you get bonus points for it.
Oh, I've been using that in my stir fries.
And also Melinda's. It's Melinda's, and it's called green sauce. And
Really?
it's basically it's jalapenos, spinach, a little cilantro, touch of vinegar. It's nice. It's basically like a green sriracha.
I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. But
Yes,
it's
I mean-
also a 0-calorie food. I use that on everything.
Nice.
Like the salad. I use it instead of mayonnaise. I put it on sandwiches. Everything.
Yeah, I'm all about that. I'll check that out.
Oh yeah, that yeah, it's great. And a Miracle Whip because it's a mayonnaise substitute on a sandwich. It loves.
Right on.
It's lovely.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
good.
lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's good. That
Yeah,
works.
that sounds nice.
That's
It's
not.
it's even better when it's moist.
That's
And meet me at the nacho cart.
Here we go.
Meet
Fucking
me
nacho.
at the nacho cart. Her nachos.
Nacho car.
Would you like a fish sandwich?
That's what I'm in the mood.
Yo, who'd I run into somebody the other day? They were like
Bob
nachos.
Backlund.
No, I don't remember. Somebody was talking. They were like Mexican nachos. I'm like, what? Like a classic nacho recipe. And I was like, there's no
Oh God.
there's no such thing as a classic nacho recipe. Like it's not even a fucking Spanish word. Like it's like you don't open
Nacho word.
There's no Spanish dictionary anywhere. There is, but it's an American version. The fucked up part is that does anybody know where the dish gets its name? All right,
I should have went and grabbed that fucking beer.
Yeah,
You
that
should've-
dude who freaking jousted with windmills. Sancho
No.
Nacho Panza.
No, that was Pancho Villa.
Oh right. No, that was a Pancho Villa.
Or are you talking about Don Quixote?
Don Quixote, yeah, but that wasn't Pancho Villa. He was a
Well,
historical
Pancho-
freaking
Pancho my balls.
Yeah, look,
Pancho
look,
Panza.
Look, yeah, you didn't even say a real person. I at least said a real person, and then
Yeah, but you
that's
put
it.
him into a fairy tale.
It's all right. Pancho
It was
Villa.
It was Clemenza.
All right. What?
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Her take the cannoli.
Take the
No,
gun, leave the
reason
cannoli.
that
Hey, whoa! You don't leave the cannoli.
tortilla.
The name of the man that created that dish when one of the white guests at the resort he was the chef at demanded he make something new because she was tired of what the appetizer options were. created the dish we know as nachos with the cheese and nice and simple cheese and some pico and da da da. But the chef's name, anybody know? Anybody know? Anybody know? I do.
Nacho.
Nacho Grande.
His first name was Ignacio.
Nacho.
In Spanish, when your name is Ignacio, because that's how it's pronounced.
That's the formal.
Your nickname is Nacho. Hey, Nacho, I know. I had a dishwasher whose name was Ignacio, and everybody called it Yo Nacho because that's how you pronounce it in Spanish. Nacio, Nacho. And that's where nachos came from. It's a completely spelled. Yes, there it is. Nacho. Ignacio.
And that is the rest of the
Nacho
story.
cheese.
That's
Hey,
the rest.
thank God for that. All right, Lynch, I've got 2 songs I'm going to send him. I am going to send him Mariana Cross. I'm also going to send Dance Macabre. I think that is right up his alley as far as his 80s,
Yeah.
his
that would
love
be
of the
my other
80s.
suggestion.
That's that ghost thing?
Yes.
All right, sweet. I
So
gotta
it'll
do
be
some shout.
Patrick Swayze with a guitar. Yes. Ghost.
Yes, Patrick Swayze with a guitar. Jesus.
Heard.
She's Like the Wind, Dance Macabre. There you go.
Pain don't hurt.
God.
Oh, my God. On that note, we have a special
She
guest
breaks
coming
the
in February.
wind.
She breaks the wind.
My goodness.
That's why
You got a
she's
special
my
guest?
ex.
The flat
Coming in
earther?
February. In February. I can't reveal it yet. We have to nail down a day, but we're gonna. I'm actually trying to get 2 guests that day, but one is confirmed.
Okay, cool.
I'll say that, and more will come out as I get confirmation of a date. And we're gonna have some good old fashioned '90s, I think, wrestling talk. We're gonna have some fun with that.
All right.
Right on.
And we've already done the Heenan family on the show way back when. I'm trying to batter this around in my head. Maybe you guys can help me build the Mount Rushmore of 90s wrestling. And I know Herms will be like Razor Ramon, Barry Horowitz, Pat Patterson. Maybe not Pat Patterson. But
Don't ruin it.
I'll have to go watch Ready to Rumble again and get my wrestling.
oh
knowledge.
dear God. Only
I
like
love
3
Ready to
dudes.
Rumble.
It's a terrible movie, but there were some good wrestlers in it. But if you put Jimmy the King on your Mount Rushmore,
Jimmy
you're in
King.
trouble.
Jimmy King! I will rule you.
Crown him! Crown him!
Crown him. Crown me. Crown me.
You guys have a great night. You 4 gentlemen, 5 gentlemen, 3, 4, 7, 9. You guys have a good night. And for all you watching out there, tell your friends, hit the subscribe button, like us, love us, and follow us. We'd love to have you here.
For
All
real.
And Lynch will
Yeah.
talk about butt stuff.
Play it.
Yeah.
Judgment falls upon you at first light. I'm the hand of God. I'm the dark Messiah. I'm the vengeful blood. In the blackest moment of a dying world, what have you become?
As Gucci as tonight's show was, I feel we might have needed a little more zhuzh.
More zhuzh.
More sure.
Never get. You
Or-
should never have too
More
much.
cowbell.
Never have too much
Nut
zhuzh.
cheese.
And
All
there
right.
it goes.
I gotta go.